Welcome to Smart Wealth AI, where we teach you the smartest ways to earn using the power of artificial intelligence. Make sure to subscribe, because the future belongs to people who understand artificial intelligence, and you're about to be one of them. Let's get into the truth. Most people will never tell you. Here's the harsh truth. Most people treat artificial intelligence like a toy, but wealthy people treat artificial intelligence like a tool. The average person asks artificial intelligence, "Write me an essay, make me a picture, give me a recipe." But moneymakers ask artificial intelligence, "How can I use this to solve a business problem? What system can I automate with artificial intelligence? What service can I deliver 10 times faster using artificial intelligence?" And that difference is where the profit is. Artificial intelligence makes you 10 times faster. So the first real way to profit is simple. Offer services people already need, but deliver them faster with artificial intelligence. Services like YouTube script writing, social media posts, transcribing and captioning videos, video editing using artificial intelligence, logo and branding kits, blog writing, website copy, voiceovers. These are services businesses already pay for. The secret? Artificial intelligence handles 70% of the work. You handle the final 30%, the quality. How to start in 24 hours. Pick one service. Use artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Krea, 11 Labs, videos. Create a Fiverr or Upwork gig. Deliver polished results fast. Fast delivery means more orders, higher ranking, and more money. Poor people use artificial intelligence to create one item at a time. Rich people use artificial intelligence to build systems that keep producing over and over. Here are systems you can build once and profit many times. First, an auto-content system. Artificial intelligence writes scripts, creates voiceovers, makes videos, and uploads them. Perfect for faceless YouTube channels, TikTok pages, and Reels accounts. Second, an artificial intelligence lead generation machine. Artificial intelligence scrapes businesses, writes emails, sends outreach, and closes clients. Third, an artificial intelligence chatbot for businesses. A 24/7 chatbot can answer customer questions. You can charge a monthly subscription for maintenance. Fourth, an artificial intelligence website builder system. Tools like Durable, 10Web, and Magnet allow you to build websites in minutes. Sell websites for $100 to $500. Fifth, an artificial intelligence data automation system. Use Zapier or Make.com to automate reports, emails, messages, invoices. Businesses pay $200 to $1,000 to set this up. This is the real game. Not creating posts, but creating systems. Here's the most underrated method of all. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to be the connector. This is called the artificial intelligence middleman model. How it works. You find a business that needs something done. You offer the service. You use artificial intelligence to do 70% of the work. If something is too complex, hire an expert for cheap. You deliver it to the client at a higher price. Example. A business needs 20 social media posts. You charge $200. Artificial intelligence creates the drafts. If design is needed, outsource for $20. Profit is $180. This is exactly how agencies work. But now, artificial intelligence gives you the power of an agency alone. This is where real passive income starts. Use artificial intelligence to create ebooks, templates, Notion systems, Canva templates, stock photos, artificial intelligence generated posters, courses, prompt packs. Sell them on Etsy, Gumroad, Shopify, Amazon KDP. Create once, sell hundreds of times. Artificial intelligence helps you build these in hours, not months. People are making $3,000 to $20,000 a month doing this quietly. So here's the truth. Artificial intelligence isn't the money. Artificial intelligence is the tool that gets the money. People who treat artificial intelligence like a toy will stay broke. People who treat artificial intelligence like a business partner are going to win big. If you want a full video where I walk you through how to build your first artificial intelligence income system step by step, type system in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and let's build wealth the smart way. This is Smart Wealth AI, and the future is yours. My relationship with generative AI began as I started working as an SEO analyst. AI has made SEO a pain, but my encounters with AI were in an entirely different context. I found myself consistently confronted with AI as a search engine. With tools like SearchGPT, Perplexity, and AI overviews, AI is now essential in the search for information. This began my inevitable use of AI. I type a Google query and often find myself satisfied with the AI-generated answer, especially when the query is not too important that I need to verify the factuality deeply. For more complex queries, I turn to SearchGPT and Perplexity. For example, I might type, "What is information gain?" SEO stuff, please bear with me, into a standard search engine like Google if I want a basic definition. However, if I need a more in-depth explanation of something very specific, such as, what is the relationship between information gain and the Google Knowledge Graph, then I might use SearchGPT or Perplexity. Another AI tool I began using was Notebook.lm, which quickly became my favorite AI tool. It works by allowing the user to create a notebook into which they can upload documents, web pages, YouTube video links, and more. The AI is then grounded in that information, which greatly reduces one of AI's biggest flaws, hallucinations. For me, this makes Notebook.lm feel like the more trustworthy AI tool for specific things I'm looking to learn about. Therefore, it is my go-to for learning. Notebook.lm is more than a standard text-based chatbot, though. A key feature of Notebook.lm is called Audio Overview, a podcast-style conversation between two AI people discussing the sources you uploaded. You can either customize the conversation they have, or join it yourself to ask questions about specific topics within your sources. Humanity by nature advances technology without stopping. AI is just the latest massive leap that results from this. There are understandable concerns over what AI can do to job availability for humans, and I feel that, until there's some legislation to stop any major downside that may come from this, the best option is to learn how to use AI to know how to not get replaced by it. Maybe we can even use it to become more efficient in our work. The most ethical way forward, I believe, involves honest use of AI tools. My current favorite use of AI is to facilitate knowledge search and knowledge management, but this is just the beginning. As I've written again and again, the costs of running generative AI do not make sense. Every single company offering any kind of generative AI service, outside of those offering training data and services like Turing and Surge, is, from every report I can find, losing money, and doing so in a way that heavily suggests that there's no way to improve their margins. In fact, let me explain an example of how ridiculous everything has got, using points I'll be repeating behind the premium break. AnySphere is a company that sells a subscription to their AI coding app Cursor, and said app predominantly uses compute from Anthropic via their models Claude Sonnet 4.1 and Opus 4.1. Per Tom Doughton at Newcomer, Cursor sends 100% of their revenue to Anthropic, who then takes that money and puts it into building out Claude Code, a competitor to Cursor. Cursor is Anthropic's largest customer. Cursor is deeply unprofitable, and was that way even before Anthropic chose to add service tiers, jacking up the prices for enterprise apps like Cursor. My gut instinct is that this is an industry-wide problem. Perplexity spent 164% of its revenue in 2024 between AWS, Anthropic, and OpenAI. And one abstraction higher, as I'll get into, OpenAI spent 50% of its revenue on inference compute costs alone, and 75% of its revenue on training compute too, and ended up spending $9 billion to lose $5 billion. Yes, those numbers add up to more than 100%. That's my goddamn point.